about mythology and stuff. Hello.
Hi.
Hello, everybody, and you're done.
That was the worst hi ever.
It's okay.
Let's just keep going.
Okay,
let's keep going.
Truck through. Today, the moral of today's episode is even if you think something is a steaming pile of shit, you truck on forward.
Just keep going.
Yep.
So,
Anyway.
how are you, Joey?
I am.
How are you doing?
A-okay.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
I am also A-okay.
Okay.
It's pretty cold.
Yeah. It is as cold as like an ex-lover's heart.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That was very poetic of you.
Mm-hmm. I have a lot of ex-lovers.
Ooh.
If you're an ex-lover, stop watching. Stop listening. I don't want you here. You're an ex-lover.
Ooh.
It's not true. Anyway, okay, so welcome everybody to another episode
Let's get down to it.
Mythology and stuff. And general idea of the podcast is I don't know anything about mythology, and the lovely Cheryl next to me does. So, Cheryl will give me just the 3 basest facts in regards to a popular myth, and then I will take those 3 facts and try to piece together a story around them. Cheryl will then tell both me and you, the audience, what the story actually was.
Do you think we should keep doing the show like that? Like, I talk like this, and we have like a 1920s radio drama, and you put on your 1920s radio announcer.
Well, I'm here ready to talk about all the myths that you can manage.
I can already tell that's going to be really annoying
Well,
for people.
let's start!
Oh my god.
Let's start.
Okay.
That was kind of loud.
Enjoy.
Alrighty, so.
As previously mentioned, it's really fucking cold outside, and we just had a lot of snow in New York. So I thought we would take inspiration from a people or tribes who know snow and ice very intimately, and that's the Inuit people, also known as Eskimos, though some tribes consider that derogatory, depends on who you ask. But today, we're going to be learning the tale of Sana. And Joey, today your words are dog, boat, and fingers.
Ooh.
Tell me all about that.
Alrighty. Well, so it's the story of Sana?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, there was a very special breed of dog people who were almost 100% dog, except for the fact that they had long, beautiful, hairy fingers. Wow. So, they were very much so physically acclimated to living in the tundra. Now, they were just kind of hanging out there, having a good time. And over time, global warming cast its deadly gaze upon them and started melting their home. So,
dang,
yeah, it's a bad time. So these intrepid dog people started constructing boats, and they're like, okay, we are going to go find somewhere that is colder than this place, so we can just enjoy being cozy in the cold, because that's what we dig. So they all got onto their boats, and with their aforementioned just really dexterous little fingers, they're just like fat little beagles with human hands sitting in these boats, staring forward with the blank stare of a dog, but with all the like gentle nuance of human hands, just paddling themselves around, trying to find a colder climate.
You can't see it, listener, but I'm like just like shivering into my robe, just in my blankets. Just, it's very disturbing. Mm-hmm. That imagery.
Yeah,
I don't like it.
It's okay.
Does it get better?
It does.
Okay.
So real quick, what were the 3 words again?
Dog, boat, you've covered those, and then fingers. You've covered that as well.
Okay,
you're done.
Alrighty, so continuing to go forward though, because why leave you there? So again, these dogs paddling around trying to find somewhere cold enough to suit them, and one of the smaller dogs, it's just the chubbiest corgi you could possibly imagine, just goes woof, and as he barks, he lifts his gorgeous human hand and points towards like a distant island, and then gestures with his other hand in a really fluid motion. And underneath there's a subtitle of just "Look!" And they look over there, and there is just a block of solid ice. And then the ice has a little sweater on and is shivering. And you just kind of hear this ice block mumbling, just like, "Oh man, I wish it was a little bit warmer. I wish I wasn't just so dang cold all the time." And then all these dogs are ecstatic. So they all start like simultaneously doing jazz hands and looking up to the sky and just barking like dogs. Just screaming and doing their little jazz hands. And then they all start going over there.
This mental image is equal parts endearing and disturbing.
So they get to the ice block, and the ice block's like, "Hey, this is all right. I don't mind these old dogs on top of me. They kind of keep me warm. They keep me nice and warm." So he just kind of lets out just this nice icy sigh of, and then all these dogs are just like rubbing their faces in the ice, and they have a long and happy existence of just like giving each other like really intricate massages, again with their just dead stares, but these really intelligent human hands. They practice calligraphy, and they yeah, I think honestly that's about it. Just really like they have mastered calligraphy.
Wow.
Yeah. Also very good at snapping.
That's cool.
So if you're ever in the ocean and you pass a large sentient block and you just hear in the distance just you know what's going on. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the factual myth of sauna. You're welcome. I hope you tune in next week where I will tell you more truthful facts of honesty. Cheryl?
Yeah, Joe, you got everything right. It's yep, that's what it is. Bye, everyone. Bye.
Yeah,
No.
Hey.
No, I'm sorry.
Cheryl, wait.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry to burst your bubble.
My bubble. If you burst it, I'll fall.
Oh.
It's Super Mario Brothers.
Super Mario.
Super Mario Brothers.
Wow.
I know.
Good job.
Yeah, so what's going on, digits?
Okay, so I wanted to focus on the Inuit people for this episode because, like Norse mythology and like some Russian mythology, Inuits have really cultivated their storytelling, like really defined it, because they live in an environment where all you can really do is sit in your house, your igloo, whatever, and just tell stories. So they've got weird stuff, and it's great stuff.
And yet I single-handedly outdid them. Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye,
we'll talk
everyone.
to you next week.
Yes.
I'm so sorry. Please continue.
Okay, so this is all about the Inuit goddess called Sana, spelled Sedna, in case you want to look it up, but pronounced Sana. Nothing to do with sweating in a hut that I know of, but she is the god of water and game animals, so like fish, seals, walruses, all that good stuff. Pokemon, yes.
Do you get it?
Little did we know. So there are many versions of this myth, but always in the myth, wherever it's told, it will have Sana being either an unwanted child or a woman. She has a shitty dad, and her fingers get cut off. No matter what version you tell or listen to, like that, those will be there.
The constants,
yes. So the version I'm going to tell today is interesting because in this one she marries a dog. So here we go.
Okay.
Once upon a time, there was a woman named Sana who lived with her dad. And her dad was trying to kick her out of the igloo and was like, "I'm tired of you being here, so I'm gonna go find you a man. You're gonna get married to the man, and you're gonna move out." And Sana was like, "I don't like any of these suitors you found for me. I'm gonna marry this dog." So
one does.
As one does. I don't know why she chose the dog.
Did you see the dog?
Did you see?
like
That was a very handsome dog.
he was getting me a little hot and bothered. I don't mind admitting it.
Anyway.
That's on the internet now. Please go on.
It's on there forever. So where was I? She gets married to the dog.
Yes.
And she goes off to an island with her new dog husband and has little dog children, puppies, if you will.
I won't.
And side note, one of my favorite notes or like versions of this story is that Sana and her husband send off their little puppy children off to the south, and that apparently is where the first white man came from. I thought that was hilarious. Anyway.
All y'all white people's bitches.
Wow.
You get
nice.
it? Yeah, Cheryl. You see,
that was actually clever.
it kind of wasn't. Please. I'm sorry, everyone. I promise, even if you're white, you're beautiful.
He's not sorry.
Like a gorgeous ivory tusk of a woolly mammoth.
No. So anyway, the shitty dad mentioned before is pretty mad at Sana for marrying this dog, you know, for whatever reason. And so he takes her out onto his boat and tries to toss her out into the sea, because apparently murder is the answer. And poor Sana is a fighter, and she holds on to the boat, the side of the boat, with both of her hands, and then her dad just ups his shitty game and cuts off her fingers. And she falls down to the bottom of the sea, where she becomes the water and animal goddess. But her fingers, her cut off fingers, transform into seals and walruses and fish and all the other wonderful animals that Inuits hunt for food.
Well, I would assume as much.
So, as such, they come from her, so she controls them, and therefore Inuits believe that you had to appease Sana under her little sea house, made of whalebone, by the way, which is really cool. That's a nice upgrade from living on an island with your dog husband, I think. So they would appease her by telling the shaman, or rather, since she didn't have her fingers, she can't comb her hair with her fingers. And every time that Inuit people couldn't find game animals around their area, they would think, oh, well, Sana's angry at us because her hair's all tangled. Like, each tangle apparently was a symbol of the sins of the people within the tribe. And so they would get a shaman to go into a trance state and go underwater to comb her hair for her, to make her less fussy, less angry, and let them hunt all the game animals and stuff. So that is the tale of Sana.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well, I have a few questions.
Yes.
Where was her dog's been during,
That's a very good question.
like,
He's not very supportive of her.
Yeah, you would think one of the only boons of having a feral husband would be, hey, if anyone tries to, say, cut off all of my fingers and drown me, at least I've got a literally bitchin' husband to come and say nibble at the calves.
But then we're implying that it was a lesbian relationship because a bitchin' dog would be a female dog.
Because
so,
that
which is
would
fine.
Oh yeah,
that's fine.
If you want to fuck any manner of animal, I am so supportive.
Oh no. We're not. We're not.
Wow.
Is that the police?
Joey, you should stop talking about fucking anything that ain't a loving partner. Oh, okay. I'm gonna go now. But bear that in mind. That was the Ice Cube, everybody. The Ice Cube got kind of upset.
He butted in
Yeah.
to correct Joey's moral standards.
I don't blame him. Like, it's, yeah, but seriously, like, rabbits, weasels, hamsters if you can manage.
Oh, Jesus.
I am sorry. Okay, let's, less bestiality, more, education.
Yes. That's good.
Yeah.
That's a good way to go.
Was there anything else in general you had to tell our lovely listener, dare I say plural listeners, about?
Dare we say?
Yeah. My standards are low. Please go on.
Nope, that's about it from me.
Okay.
Would you like to take away a lesson from the Tale of Sana?
I guess the lesson is, if you're gonna marry a dog, make sure the dog's around so it can protect you. Other lessons include, just in case you have your fingers cut off, have the words, "I'm not actually grumpy, that's just my hair that I can't comb," tattooed to your chest. And, whale bones are superior to little ice huts.
Totally.
Yeah. Also, if, again, I cannot reiterate enough, if you just hear the then go say hello. They're excellent craftsmen. Again, they're great at calligraphy. Also very good at sculpture. They're incredible sculptors.
Get them to do your wedding invitations. They'll do a great job.
They really will. Like, hand lettering, they are so great. I do recommend communicating over email because trying to communicate any other way in person is really uncomfortable. They just kind of start like licking at nothing and giving you good faces that look like they're about to go ha-cha-cha, but then they just kind of like keep looking in different directions. Yeah.
I think a lesson to take away from this for me would be if your dad tries to throw you overboard to kill you on a boat, consider swimming away as opposed to holding on to the boat, you know.
Consider a new, better dad.
Yes.
If
maybe go south with your puppies.
Yeah.
Find a better life for you and your dog husband, wife, whatever.
Your dog husband, and just an abnormal number of white people. Just you guys can all hang around and just be comfortable, just kind of snuggle sometimes. You can I'm trying to think of racist things to say about white people, and then every time just like, wait, Joey, what if you weren't a racist?
Yes.
And that seems to be the winning predominant thought. So the real moral of the story is don't ever if you ever find yourself struggling to come up with racist jokes, don't.
The end.
Simultaneously end the struggle and don't be a racist.
And yes, be a better person.
Yeah.
And not have the police called on you.
I grew a little bit today.
I'm glad.
Like 3 inches.
Thank you.
My pants don't fit
Thank
anymore.
you, Inuit people, for your guidance for Joey's life.
Thank you. I think we're good here.
I think we're good.
Tune in next week for another myth.
Yes.
Remember, everybody, stay sharp, stay squishy, stay supreme.
Supreme.
Stay supreme.
Stay supreme. Bye.
Goodbye.